What is going on, Earth Signs? This is your girl, Venus Archangel, here with another love reading for y'all. If you're unsure of your place, please go and check the description box below. Also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody. That is totally fine. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in your love lives today. Tuesday, October 9th. Alrighty, let's see what's happening, see what's going on. Oh. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going on. Oh. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, so your underlying energy is judgment. Underneath that, you have the Knight of Cups. So, why is the Knight of Cups coming up? Ten of Wands. Very interesting. Completion of a cycle, maybe releasing of a burden, but I feel like that burden perhaps has to do with somebody that you already know, someone that you love, someone that you're trying to return, affection for. But it's very interesting you're reading because this is about judgment. This is about a change, right? One of the biggest change cards that you've got coming up here. Now it talks about situations that thought were gone, completely over, revitalizing itself. This is the transformation. Venus rising from the Ashes card. Renew. This situation with an individual, with a career path or whatever, it's revitalizing itself. It's showing itself, and I feel like it's bringing you back to a time where you were in a certain situation, or where you were at this period where you were dealing with something like this, similar to a relationship or work, right? You were doing something in the past that had something to do with this decision that leads up to here, right? Which is requiring your call to action. Very interesting. Heart of your reading is a High Priestess. So this could talk about, you trusting your instincts. The whole challenge is trusting your instincts, trusting yourself, knowing that you have, the knowledge necessary to go through and do the things that you need to do. Because the High Priestess isn't just secrets and keeping things to oneself, which I do feel like that's another thing as well, but it's also knowledge and information. She's very good at keeping secrets. I mean, she's studied the scrolls. Those things are not necessarily just secrets. It takes a higher sense of learning to understand what those scrolls even mean. They're ancient. So I feel like there's some things that you do realize, that you do know, but I feel like it has something to do with yourself. Perhaps your capabilities. Now, it could also deal with, it may be some information regarding, or maybe who this person, this person that you see as your King of Pentacles is. It could be a Virgo that you're dealing with, but I feel like for a lot of you guys, there's something that you're keeping back, you're holding back, and the thing that's keeping you is yourself. Like, I think right now there's some sort of information, something that you know, or maybe that there's some things that you're keeping hidden, and the thing that's not really, there's nothing really keeping the secret bound. Like, there's no need to keep the secret at all. I feel like it has to do with preparation and being ready more than anything, rather than just not being ready or not being sure the person's ready. Because it's like, there's no real reason, there's no blockage here at all as to why you can't expose yourself, why you can't go ahead and make the decision that you want to make, or make the decision that's best for you. There's something that's kept hidden, and it has to do with yourself right now, the King of Pentacles. Now, for some of you guys, I don't think this is talking about a mystery person. The High Priestess wouldn't talk about a mystery person. It would be more about to me, if it was going to be talking about somebody that that you don't know, it would be the Moon, because the Moon does indicate mostly what is secretive or what's not seen. And the High Priestess knows everything. She knows all, even the subconscious portions. There's things you know that people don't know. And that's the thing that makes the High Priestess the High Priestess, because you know some stuff that other people don't know. Now, I feel like there's some information that you know, especially about the person that you're committed to, or the person that is committed to you, or all in all, someone that you see as your person. It doesn't have to be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it could be. And I feel like it has to do with how perhaps how you feel about them, because of the High Priestess there. But I feel like there may be some sort of passivity here. The challenge is passivity instead of going out and doing something, having to, putting in the work of some sort too. Now, in the past, you have the Page of Wands. I feel like there's some sort of news, some sort of information, some sort of communication, maybe lighthearted, not very serious in the past, kind of back and forth between you and this individual, perhaps this King of Pentacles, someone that's business oriented, very stable, very good, very organized, very grounded as well. Like this person really has a serious, comfortable aura about them. Like they're very, very soft and gentle. Now, not very soft and gentle per se, but they can give the vibe of a home just by being in your presence. And I get the sense that this person is like totally that kind of person. Like they're just warm, and they just remind you of home, just being around them. Now, in the past, though, the Page of Wands would indicate to me that there's some sort of message, or some sort of communication, or maybe even some news. Maybe not directly, but there's some sort of information that perhaps gave you a gateway, gave you an opening. Now, the Hermit is coming up in the present, which kind of gets me a bit concerned, because you've retracted. You're starting to look within again, or maybe you're just kind of hiding out and not necessarily interacting with the situation. Again, you may be trying to find the courage or the strength or the confidence to come out, to express yourself. But even then, you're still not sure if you're ready, because your future is showing the Seven of Pentacles. It talks about doubts. Not sure if you're actually if it's worth the effort, if it's worth the trouble to make something work, to finish this cycle out, to work on something. And it could be that you guys just may need a solid offer, or you guys feel like you need someone to show you that they're willing to be stable with you until they come out. But the thing is, they don't really see you. You only see them. The High Priestess is what you know. It's never about what someone else knows. And the High Priestess, if it came up for someone else, it's like there's something that they're not saying, they're keeping from you. You could be dealing with somebody that's secretive, but since the Hermit is in the present energy, I don't think that they're the person that's keeping a secret. I feel like it has to do with somebody's not necessarily opening up, and I don't think it's necessarily the person. I feel like it has to do with someone's confidence about coming out and saying what they need to say. Or saying, or claiming what's theirs, to be honest with you. Or offering some sort of stability, support, or security. There's something that I feel like you guys may be just not engaging at the moment because you just feel vulnerable and you don't know if you are ready. You don't necessarily, I don't know if you feel like you're confident enough, but you do, you are. King of Pentacles is a very confident card. That's your card, by the way, you guys. That belongs to you guys. And then the Hermit, which is the Virgo card, he has confidence to go within and look within himself to find the answers that he needs to be able to do or execute a new beginning, a new opportunity, which is the Wheel of Fortune after that card. I feel like you may have doubts in the future because you're still trying to figure out whether or not this is something you want to pursue, or you have the confidence in yourself. You have enough, or you are enough to do what you want. You know, I don't think that there's anything really keeping you from success. And I feel like I said this for water signs yesterday. Like, there's nothing really keeping you from success. So don't let anything keep you from being successful right now. That's pretty much it. The Page of Pentacles talks about stability, support, security. But, the offer of that, somebody is giving you an offer of love. So it's very interesting. See what you guys got going on for the Messenger Oracle for today. Oh my gosh. Wow, embrace the feminine. Everybody's going to be getting that for Venus retrograde, you know that? Everybody's going to be getting that. And embrace the feminine just talks about accepting the fact that you may have a weakness. And believe it or not, your weaknesses are not a weakness. Those things feel like weaknesses because you feel like those are areas where people can easily take advantage of. But if you notice, right, being a female or more so, tapping into your feminine energy, gentlemen, and, non-binary individuals out there, being feminine does not make you weak. It does not, yes, there's a softer side of us. There's a softer, gentler area in our lives that we tend to tap into more so than we would be in a masculine energy. But that softness, that gentleness, that provides us stability, support, security. It provides us the ability to create, to manifest. You know, that's a very beautiful energy. It's accepting all of it fully. There's a portion of you that you may be keeping to yourself at the moment, because that feminine aspect of you is very sensitive. It's very, very prone to exposure. And I feel like right now is to accept the fact that you don't feel secure, to accept the fact that you don't feel very stable or very solid going after doing something that requires your commitment. But that's even more insensitive to do it. Why? Because you are aware of of how you feel. Embracing your feminine has to do with embracing how you feel and coming to terms with it, but also recognizing that this is not the only time. You know, I mean, not necessarily the only time, but this is not going to keep you from doing whatever you want. It's more so, it's going to amplify that. Why? Because you're going to find ways or arguments that counter the thoughts of not being able to, not being enough, or, that it's just too much. You know what I mean? So, it's a very interesting one that you guys got this time, but I'm going to go ahead and let you guys finally go. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you to death. Bye, guys.